Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to teach you how I cover my dark circles and stop my under eyes from creasing. So basically I'm going to show you how to go from this to this. So I'm going to share with you exactly what products I use and what steps I do. So if you want to see how to cover these bad boys, just keep watching. So you want to start by making sure that your under eye area is properly moisturized. So you want to take an eye cream and you want to make sure that the eye cream you're using doesn't leave like an oily residue or like a film on top of your skin. So I'm just going to take a bit on my ring finger and then dab it around my eye area. And you also want to take this like up onto your brow bone as well, but I have makeup on there, so not going to do that. And then once it's all dabbed in, you just want to let it sit for about 5 to 10 minutes, just until it's fully absorbed. Then you want to take a primer. I'm using the L'Oreal Skin Perfection Primer, just because this one's kind of tacky, so it also gives the concealer something to stick to. I've heard a lot of people like to use like an eye primer under their eyes as well. So just play around and figure out what works for you. So I'm just going to take some of this, and because I don't have foundation on, I'm also going to apply it to the rest of my face as well. But you just want to smooth this in under your eyes. And this is going to fill in all the little lines that you have under there, if you have any, and also give the concealer something to stick to. And with the primer, you also want to wait for at least a minute, just so that it settles into your skin. So once the primer has settled, we're going to color correct. And now I can hear like all the makeup artists about to scream when I say what I'm going to do. But we're going to take an orange concealer. This one is the LA Girl Pro Conceal. It's not really a concealer, it's a corrector. And we're going to put this anywhere we have any of that blue discoloration under our eyes. So I've got it here. And you only want to use this lightly. For instance, that is way too much, so I'm just going to blend that out. We don't want it to be bright orange, we just want it to be pigmented enough so that it takes away the blueness and makes it more of a brown color. We're not trying to make it look like there's nothing there, obviously, just to get rid of that blue. But you don't want it to be a bright orange either, because then once you go in with the concealer, it's going to mix and then it's just going to look like this weird peachy shade. So just try to keep that anywhere there's discoloration and not on the rest of your skin. So traditionally you'd use a peachy tone corrector like this one here from Bobbi Brown. And whilst this works amazingly if you don't put concealer over the top of it, like if I use this, it just makes my dark circles disappear. But as soon as you put concealer over the top of it, it mixes with it and then makes it the wrong shade for correcting, if you know what I mean. So once you've applied enough that the blue is gone from underneath your eyes, but you don't have like a fluorescent orange going on, you can apply your foundation. Today I'm using the Makeup Forever HD foundation, and this is my all-time favorite foundation. I highly recommend this one. So I'm just going to take a beauty blender and I'm going to blend this into my skin. And when you get to your eyes, you only want to apply a really thin layer around there because we're going to be going in with concealer. And if you have too many products around your eyes, that's when you can get creasing and caking and all those things we like to avoid. So once you have your foundation on, you can see that there's still a little bit of that like orangey brownness around my eyes. And that's okay because now we're going to take our concealer. I am in love with the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. This is the only concealer I've tried that hasn't creased under my eyes. So I highly recommend this one. And I'm going to take this one in NC20, which is just 1 or 2 shades lighter than my actual foundation, just so we get that nice highlighted effect. So I just put a few pumps on the back of my hand, and then I'm going to blend that in with my beauty blender. And don't forget to get the very inner corner as well. And make sure that you're using bouncing motions, not wiping motions. Otherwise you're going to disturb that corrector that we put there and you'll get that blueness showing through, which is what we don't want. A little bit on the other eye as well. So as you guys can see, absolutely none of that orange is showing through, so you don't have to worry about having orange under eyes. And we're not getting any of those blue undertones showing either. I'm also going to highlight the rest of my face too, so it looks more balanced. And now for the science side of YouTube, if you go look at a color wheel, the opposite shade to blue is orange. This means that when you combine these colors, it completes the color spectrum and they cancel each other out. And so if you've ever played with paint like back in school or anything, and you mix two colors that are on the opposite side of the color wheel together, you get this like really muted brown color. And that happens when both the colors have been neutralized, which is what we basically did with under our eyes, and that is how you color correct. I did in fact learn the color wheel at a university level, so pretty sure I'm qualified to tell you all about the color wheel. Then to set the concealer, I am in love with this powder. This is the Makeup Forever HD pressed powder in translucent. And with this one, I find no matter how much I apply, it never looks cakey or creases. So yes, another highly recommended product of mine. So I just like to take some on a Real Techniques setting brush, as you guys would know if you watch my channel, because I do this all the time. And then just pat it on under your eyes. And we're patting it again because we don't want to disturb all the products we've just put down. So now I'm just going to finish off the rest of my makeup and I will see you again soon. So this is the finished look. As you can see, there's no blue under my eyes, and this is exactly what I do when I don't want my under eyes to start creasing. So I hope you guys found this helpful or learnt something new. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys! Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Now, I actually filmed this look like 2 months ago and kind of forgot about it. So I hope you guys don't